Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. With that, we'll get out to Matt Nagy's home opener as coach of the Bears as we get to Soldier Field with Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
We often overuse the term heart and soul when we talk about a player being just that for his team, but not in the case of Kyle Long in Chicago. He's shown his ability to be a Pro Bowl guard, a Pro Bowl tackle, but it's his passion for the game, his passion for his teammates that sets the tone for the entire team.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. First down, a run with Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Mike. Tackle. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? Two-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
He sets to fire. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. Fine route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They run. This is Cohen. Powerful running. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bear. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time, it's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got it. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Single the slot.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Going up top for Miller, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Right there, 54 Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go, V, let's go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Last stop.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
You don't want none.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Cohen. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got Burton here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
50, Mike, 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the 2nd level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts them.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down. Garoppolo now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gould as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football with his foot.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. Garoppolo, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky, this one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is caught by Robinson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys have the lead on the road at Soldier Field as we get you back to the Windy City and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then in the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky, and he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky underneath to the tight end Burton, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got Burton here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 31, Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This is a real lift for a defense. It's been a long drive, and you're starting to drag a little bit out there. Been pushed back, and now instead of caving in, here's the play you were waiting for. And the interception means that long drive is going to yield nothing for the offense.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Darren Lee there to get him down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
We got this.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync. Now 49er pressure, and they get it. It's blocked. And they wind up with a football at the 31 or 32. Looks like the 31-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That's Mike McGlinchey, former first-round pick out of Notre Dame with a penalty. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Goldnay. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Draw play, Cohen, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Trubisky 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Trubisky to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The 49er drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky, and he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's put that team on the Bucs.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Let's go, Bucs.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Robinson's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Trubisky, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
The passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Now the 8. Credit the sack. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And if you should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, the first play of the drive there, lead. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be second. They run with Breida. And he's taken down, but not... Gets this across the 25-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Here's Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Rip left.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for San Francisco, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.